All right now, y'all, we back with another one. We back. So what I'm deciding to do is I'm gonna do a little car chronicles where I'm just reacting to stuff in the car, because baby, let me tell y'all one thing about passion. I got mad shit on my phone. I ain't edited it, I ain't released it. So to just try to get more videos out to you guys, I'm like, I'm always on the go. So when I got time to sit down and get in the car, we want to start reacting. So first things first, baby, thanks to all y'all for supporting me, baby, and running up my videos and stuff like that. The views could go up, but you know, at the end of the day, I feel like once you get struck and somebody reports your channel, I feel like now they start pushing you out the algorithm, and you got to get back into the algorithm. So if you guys could like the video, put pink hearts in the comments. You don't even have to comment, just put a pink heart to support me. That'd be wonderful to get back in the algorithm, because we trying to run this thing up. We trying to let the devil name is real, but devil wears Prada. I'm called the devil wears Prada. Okay. We trying to let her know that this thing ain't gonna stop over here. So I want to react to Keke Wyatt. Do y'all all know Keke Wyatt? I'm pretty sure y'all know Keke Wyatt. Like, who don't know Keke Wyatt? Okay, the songstress. She didn't I think she tried to stab her ex-husband or whatever. So we're gonna get into Keke Wyatt ex-husband. Okay, Zachariah. Talking about now she's with her cousin. I thought it was his cousin that she was sleeping with, but no, it's actually her own cousin that she's not with. Now, Keke Wyatt got 11 kids. Why she's choosing to be with her cousin, I don't know. Hopefully they don't have kids, because baby, wouldn't that be considered like inbred or something? Wow. They call that, and the chromosomes could be messed up. Don't do it. Just don't do it. But we're gonna react to his video. Quick note, next time I'm gonna spit that gum out, because baby, I be chewing like a goddamn cow. My grandma used to always say that.
The video ended and I accidentally cut it off, and but I wanted to come back on here and finish what I was saying.
Baby, I didn't fuck this whole thing up chewing like this shit. Oh my goodness, it's dropping me crazy. So it's gonna take a little bit.
I haven't been able to see my children for over a year. I was only able to see my son. I left, again, as I was stating in my testimony, I left in November the 4th, 2023, November the 4th or so, 2023.
So they've been broken up for a long time.
And I did not see my son, Keriah, until the end of June, which was the divorce court for me and Keke Wyatt, where we would have the divorce finalized.
All right, now, y'all, I want to show y'all his kids that he's talking about. He has 2 kids with Keke Wyatt. So this is his son here. I'm in the comments. This is his son, okay? And then he also has a son that is disabled, this young man here. Now, they've been going through a lot with this baby. I don't know if his health is good. I don't know. Keke Wyatt kind of haven't been posting this baby as much. But let's get into what he got to say.
Talk to him and see my kids. It was impossible for me to call her because I refused contact with her because of the maniac, her maniac ways, the demonic, the belittling, the verbal abuse. That's done for life, as I stated. And so
let's stop right there. Men, y'all think y'all want to get with a woman that's financially doing everything and think y'all gonna be sitting around sitting pretty? Okay, baby, she gonna treat you like Peach do wood, and she gonna treat you like Rose do goddamn Brett. They always gonna be belittling you, make you do everything. They're gonna tear you down. A man is supposed to be a provider in my eyes. This is me. Now, I'm not saying a woman ain't supposed to do nothing, but y'all got to do y'all thing, because y'all gonna be, what's the point? I could do bad all by myself. And trust me, I will do bad all by myself. I ain't doing bad with no nigga. Sorry. Let's get back into what he got to say. Now, Keke, okay. One more thing about Keke Wyatt. She is toxic, okay? This ain't her first time in the blogs and in the streets and everything. She always got some shit going on with her. She got about like 4 or 5. I don't know how many baby daddies she have, but she got about 13 kids. She got a whole bunch of goddamn kids in that house. She is financially taking care of everything, but listen, Keke could keep a man. I don't know what she got between them legs, but something's there because she can keep a man. But let's get into it. She lives with her cousin now. Just mind you, okay?
At this particular time, I wasn't able to talk to them anyway because of her and her cousin were living together. I'll call it allegedly or whatever you want to say.
Okay, let's stop. Don't call it allegedly. She's living with her cousin, and she's sleeping with her cousin, her blood cousin, Keke's cousin. Her mama, maybe her mama's sister or daddy's sister, brother, somebody's son, she's sleeping with now. He just trying to hold his own egg because he ain't got no money to be paying for no lawyers. Well, you got a picture up there. Oh, hold on. Let me pick this.
November the 3rd, I'm sorry, the 4th or so after I left, 3 weeks later, Larry was living there in the house. She had moved.
So he's saying now 3 weeks later, she didn't move this nigga in. She been was fucking with the cousin. I'm sorry.
Larry was living there in the house. She had moved Larry in, which is her cousin, Larry Weathers. And he was married, still married to his wife, Ebony Weathers. That's these guys. Okay? Now, I'll put that picture back up here in a minute. But forgive me, my camera is over here, so if I'm looking over here, it's just better for me. The way I have my camera, you got a bigger picture, but I'm looking at myself. But the camera's over here, so don't pay any attention to that. So anyway, I was not able to, when I left and I had to leave for the last time, as I expressed, my oldest son was bumping into me. She had confronted my oldest son, I was the stepfather, his stepfather, for stealing her money. And he had been taking out over $100 a day, and she allowed it to go on for about 7 days. And so he had racked up over $1,000 he had taken from her out of their ATM. He was taking
$100
out of
for 7 days is $700.
Him and his girlfriend Takaya were spending,
that's the girlfriend that was also living at Keke's house. If you watch the show,
$250 to $300 every other day. The expenses were every other day was like $300, $250 was racking up every 2 days of them going out to eat, going to different places to
well, where the fuck was they eating at? 5-star restaurants? What the fuck all that money for food?
My second oldest son, again, was the stepfather. That's why I'm talking like this.
Well, where the hell is the real father?
He had recently, I don't know, 5 or 6 months prior, put the card, his mother's debit card, Keke's debit card, on his older brother's phone. Raja has had her debit card since he was...
Now, Raja is the one that's transitioning.
14 years old. She allowed him, when Michael Jamar, her ex-husband, left, Raja, she got him a card from the bank, another debit card, his own card, and at 14 had him paying the rent, the lease, the mortgage or whatever of the house, and paying bills. And so he would take her car and he'd buy and do whatever he wanted to. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, he ate whatever he wanted to eat. Steak, lobster, shrimp, it don't matter what, he got whatever he wanted. The mortgage or whatever of the house.
So she had the young boy paying the damn bills.
And so he would take her car and he'd buy and do whatever he wanted to.
Oh damn, I done fucked up. Sorry y'all, I was trying to turn the shit up. Hold on.
Lunch, dinner, he ate whatever he wanted to eat. Steak, lobster, shrimp, it don't matter what, he got whatever he wanted. And in my time being there over 5.5 years, is sometimes 5 and 6 boxes coming every day. Sometimes it was 2. But it was something.
So was she cooking?
Almost
she wasn't cooking nothing
from Amazon. It seemed like from Raja with her money. But anyway, that's neither here or
yeah, for real. That's her money. She wanted to do that wild money. Let her go ahead.
That's her business. I had no say so. And she was raising the older children, raising monsters because they were spoiled. And so sometimes she would not give the children money. And Bean did not have her card for all these years. He recently, before I left in 2023, November 2023, again, as I stated, his older brother, his younger brother, Raja, who had the car since he was 14, he had it put on his Apple phone, on the iPhone, to where he could, buy stuff. He had the card on his phone, so it was the same thing as having a physical card. That recently had happened, just before I left. So Raja was doing whatever he wanted. He went through like 13 cars in 2 months' time. Lying, fake pay stubs, and all this stuff to get it done, to get the vehicles. And
well, he went through 13 cars, he said? Cars, like room?
And all this foolishness that they could, if they knew, it would put him in prison, put him in jail. Fraud. And
wait, so he was committing robbery and fraud? Keke. Why wasn't this on the show?
Ignorant. He'll tell her, Mom, deposit this check from me, from CarMax or whatever. Oh, okay. How did you get this? Dummy.
So he was writing fraudulent checks, allegedly? I ain't said it, he said it.
So with all that being said, she confronted she confronted Bean. He was the only one that was called into the room. And
Keke
confronted him about taking her money. Now Raja, on the other hand, for the most part, she never confronted Raja. She allowed him to do whatever. He'd buy stuff. He'd buy whatever he want.
Now this is the one that's transgender. Well, I don't think he's trans, but I don't know. He going through something.
There being times, we were on our way to the airport, and all these different vehicles. He had gotten a Mercedes-Benz from CarMax, and
a Mercedes-Benz.
She noticed he had withdrawn $1,500 after she left for work. I was driving her to the airport because she had a show. And she said, "What are you doing? You just took out $1,500 and you didn't call me and ask me for what?" "Oh, Mom, I got to fix this oil pan. I got to fix something on the truck." Didn't even say anything to her. He was that bold because he had been spending her money. Now, meanwhile, I didn't let Raja know, but Bean knew, my oldest son. Mimi knew. But I kept at least $15,000 cash in my car. I had a safe in my car.
$15,000?
I also had 2 different accounts. And
was you taking her money too, nigga? Fuck you talking about? You taking her money too?
She would like to be private, with her money and everything. I said, I'm not here for that. No, when I would take her to the bank, she walked up by herself. That's none of my business.
It ain't your business. That's her money.
Again,
let her do what you got to do. You sit in the back. You ain't got no money. You ain't bringing nothing to the table.
Over here, but this is better with me talking, just doing it this way. So y'all don't pay no attention to that. I'm explaining that I'm nipping this in the bud because it's actually foolishness, but I have to nip this in the bud before I go into full-time ministry. And so
you gotta nip this in the butt before you go into full-time ministry. What the hell does got to do with full-time ministry?
That house forever, and God set it up. He used the older kids, Bean and Raja, primarily Bean at the time, and so and Raja, and so she brought Bean into questioning for taking her money that day that I had to leave, and stealing her money. He began to lie. He lied even on my older sister, saying that he had to get edibles and he had to send all this stuff to Arizona. And
edibles?
He had to send all
this
these
family
things.
Got some shit going with them.
And whatnot. Lying on her that this is where the money was going to. And it was him and Takaya ordering stuff off the internet, clothes, you name it, going out to eat, spending it, different spots, fun spots that they're going to, and without saying anything to her. And so, oh, I'm sorry, Mom. She said, well, then why were you, if you spend it $300 a day, you and Takai, why are you taking out $100 a day? Oh, well, I was just taking it out because I didn't want you to be mad. I didn't want to take out too much. It was just a bunch of mess. And so, Raja ended up coming in the room. And so he's coming in the room to so-called take up for his he's coming in the room to so-called take up for his older brother. And because Raja was his mother, she looked at him like that was her God.
Her
and that's why
God?
she allowed him, all the children knew, to do whatever he wanted to do. You know, he didn't have to, Raja, the older children, they didn't have to respect nobody but Keke, their mother. She'll jump on them. She'll put her hands on them, slap them, beat them down, you know, whatever. But anybody else saying anything to her kids, the thought was, you know, she'll kill them. She'll take them out. You know, I'll kill you for messing with my children. For if you say one word to my kids, you know, her children were her God, but Raja was her God. And so she allowed him to just do and so she created a monster. Plenty of times, there's this particular story, my oldest son was with Mimi, and they were in the Suburban, and he always was involved with road rage. He hated most human beings, people. He didn't like people. And the only people he liked was someone that would kiss his behind. And I was always kissing behind. I kissed all my children behind. It wasn't fake. It was love. But you get sick and tired. You know, I love my children. I look past them being spoiled and them having these monstrous characteristics. But she caused it by the way she raised them. She raised them to not have to respect anybody, but her, and everything like that. One particular occasion, my kids came home and told my older son, Mimi, they were probably afraid. Raja, there was a lady he was following. She didn't get out of the way quick enough. He was trying to bully her. He had a big old Suburban that belonged. My wife, her Suburban. And he followed the woman home and did donuts in her yard, in her flower bed, and tore up her whole yard. And the children were worried, Mimi and Bean, anyone could have came out with a firearm.
Exactly.
And laid
Blew
them
his
down,
fucking ass.
you know, out of the house.
Couldn't been in my yard.
It could have been deadly. And stuff like this happened. Calling women in Kroger's in different places the B word, the BITCH word.
And you know what? A lot of these fags, or whatever y'all want to call them, LGBT community, they want to disrespect women.
She could have had
like, you got to nip that in the bud. He's still a man.
Or anything, and it would have been over. Getting chased home on the freeway because he done pissed somebody off or did some type of road rage foolishness, and calling his mother, saying he had to call the police. He's afraid somebody's trying to follow him home, that they're going to try to kill him because he has done something foolish. He done flicked somebody off.
All right, guys, we're going to finish this up. We're going to listen to a little bit more of him because this video goes on for a whole hour. So we're going to listen to a little bit more, and we're going to come back with part 2. All right, let's finish up with this guy. He a little long-winded because it's a lot of fucking tea, yo.
Home that they're going to try to kill him. Because he has done something foolish. He done flicked somebody off. He done did this and that. He's going over 100 miles an hour trying to get away from them now. So he would do stuff, but then be a coward and not be able to back it up and want somebody, put his mother, me, or anybody else in jeopardy to have to defend him. And so this young man, when I turn 21, I'm going to get a gun. And we weren't mad at each other or anything at the time, but I remember it was just a little discussion. He said, yeah, Zach, you too big. I would have to shoot you. You know, I grew up around Detroit, Michigan. I live in the suburbs. But every time I went out, somebody was getting killed. Individuals, 2 or 3 people getting shot to death. I've had people shot and killed standing 20 feet away from me. The bullets ran out. 15 shots from a 40 caliber handgun. I've been at the cabaret years ago where I was with friends and with the wrong crowd. and a birthday party at a cabaret in Detroit, Michigan.
All right. We get it. You came from
or Uzi, and so I'm not. The bars are to get you in your grave. And
you know what? Okay.
Too many people have died.
Okay.
Too many people
we heard
have
you. We got it. Okay. I heard you. I got it. Now.
Spitting in this boy's face. Kimar sent the video to me. He showed me. I had it on.
Yo, I put the phone down and they still was going. Hold on. Who he spitting?
And then he fell on her and was holding her down. She was stopping the mess, kicking him, whatever. And Keke had pulled a gun on. A couple years later, she was spitting in Kimar, my younger son. He recorded the video. She was spitting in this boy's face. Kimar sent the video to me. He showed me. I had it on my phone. I kind of hinted at it, but I told him I saw the video. I had it on my phone. Where she's spitting in this boy's face on the bus, calling him all type of bitchs and all this stuff. Spitting, flying in his face. Well, he walked away from and something she kept going on with it or whatever, bullying him, and somehow or another he ended up turning around her, talking about he's scared and this and that. Anyway, he ended up beating her up. Listen, he broke her nose. He got the better of her, and he beat her up. And guess what happened? She was on the bus.
What?
Anyway, he ended up beating her up.
Hold on, we gotta hear this part. Hold on, this is the last one. It's the last one, y'all.
He got the better of her.
What?
And he beat her up.
Guess
what happened? She was on the bus, unconscious.
Unconscious?
We got a call. We were out of town for one of Keke's shows.
What?
She was unconscious, not breathing.
Not breathing? And
Keke's running around the hotel. She had a show. This is before a show. About to lose her mind. And calling Andre and all this on the phone and everybody praying and all this. Y'all, I'm very embarrassed having to tell all of this.
Okay. Stop. Okay. All right. Let's breathe for a little bit, y'all. Let's take a little break. Because that was a lot. Now, baby, Keke, you are creating monsters. With your personality being the way it is, you're creating monsters. We want to get this in check, okay? Now, let's, in the comments, write some things that Keke could do for these kids, because clearly they out of control too, baby. My spirit is over. I can't be dealing with Keke now. So, write in the comments, okay? What is 10 things Keke could do to get these kids under the wrap, all right? And we gonna be back for another one. That was a lot. We may finish what he got going on here. But baby, I can't be here on Let's See. And everything that you heard here is allegedly. I don't know. Okay? Don't come to me talking about Keke. He said it. Not me. Not Passion. We just reviewed it. So we'll see you guys on the next one. Put some pink hearts in the comments. Make sure you put your notification bell on. Everything on for when your girl drop another Car Chronicles. All right. Bye.